is good. This is very good. Hello, welcome to this Let's Play of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. I am Jackson Tyler of abnormalmapping.com, a website that posts cool things. This is one of them. I finished Let's Playing Alan Wake a month or so ago, and I'm now going into the sequel, American Nightmare, which was released on Xbox Live Arcade in 2012. So it's a bit of a smaller, weirder thing, which is exactly what I want. I want it to go weird, I want it to be stupid, I want it to be goofy as fuck. So, here we are. If you didn't watch my Let's Play of Alan Wake, because you'd already played Alan Wake, my opinions were like this. I thought the game itself had a lot of problems. I thought its shooter mechanics were just really dishonest in terms of what it was about, in terms of light and dark. But as it went on, the goofiness of everything else just was lovable enough to make up for it. The writing was good. Even though the writing started out like really shitty, because Alan Wake was an asshole, and I didn't care about anything that happened to him. But then the game knew that as it went on, and it just became the Barry Wheeler hour as nonsense occurred, and everyone had a good time. But now we're here with Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and I'm gonna play this game for you all, and you get to see what I think. I've played about the first half an hour so far, so these reactions are gonna be a little bit less interesting, but I recorded an episode. Turns out it wasn't recording because I'm bad at computers. But here we go. We're going to begin now with Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Episode 1. It's going to be a good time. I wonder what joys await us. Old Gods of Asgard is the metal band from the last game, which were ridiculous. Oh, my man Barry, apparently now working for the Old Gods of Asgard. I'm glad they start with Barry, because if they start with Barry, they know what the people want.
Becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs.
Yeah, Night Springs. Oh,
The man before you is a champion.
Okay.
He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal.
Live action cutscenes, by the way. Look at
He
this.
is chasing a dangerous
Look at
quarry,
this.
the herald of darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scrooge.
Known only as Colin Farrell.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
Well, there's an opening cutscene. God forbid that you play this game without having played Alan Wake, because you will have no idea what is going on.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Okay, so I assume the implication there is that I was in the Dark World, and I'm no longer in the Dark World. But first, let's take a look at Alan Wake's clothes. That's what it's important. Last time he was wearing the full Alan. He was wearing a jacket and a blazer, and it was very interesting. But now he's wearing a plaid shirt with a white undershirt, very boring white undershirt, I want to say. It's a very boring shirt. I was hoping for some kind of pattern, but No, this is Alan Wake's new outfit. Exactly the kind of gruff I've been traveling through darkness for a few years, but I'm still a rider that you want. This is good. Okay, here we go. Let's be on our way. Let's travel through the land that we're now in. Dark Presence still around, obviously. Now, one thing that's interesting is that I remember the last game the Dark Presence was tied to the lake and it was tied to what's-her-face, and I assumed that it was a localized thing, but now this Mr. Scratch guy is going on. Why isn't that doing anything? It used to do something within before you press the left trigger. But I guess you have to press the left trigger. There we go. Through we go. Where's the gun? I want to grab the gun. Where is it? No, it's there. Let's fight some guys then. Bring them on. Bring them on.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Good one, Alan. Let's be walking through.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Where's my manuscript pages? Are there manuscript pages? Because that was very interesting. I like the manuscript pages, and they were tied to a very specific story event, so I don't know how there could be more, but if there are, bring them on. To me. That seemed like it was a tutorial queue for manuscript pages. Where are the manuscript pages? Did I miss one? No. Okay.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
No, no. No. No, what's going on? Oh no, so the manuscript pages that I found in the first thing are still... Oh, that's a shame. Is there a way to... Alright, well, I remember where I found them. This is just going to be the first video's problem. That was originally a tutorial that led into me finding a manuscript page here. And it was this one. So, sorry about this. Sorry. But... there were two ones that came story-wise and two ones that I just found all over the place. We will have to go looking for them at least because they've added certain things. I am sorry that the first episode didn't work out the way it was meant to, and also that the game is like very permanent about how it does its stuff. I wish I could have prevented that, but alas, here we go.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
And there you go. So, this has all got to do... I assume I'm in an episode of Night Springs right now. I don't actually know whether this is reality or not, or how much reality it is, because I'm... Is it the dark places? Am I still in the dark place, or did I get kicked out? Is that what the opening was implying? Because if I got kicked out, then...
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Go. Run away! Thank you, I was already running away. I've already played these first 20 minutes.
I can't stay here now.
Come on. Come on. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's in there? Unlock by finding... okay. Alright, so here's the test. Does this take 3 manuscript pages from me? No. Good.
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
Let's be on our way.
Hello!
That's ammo. Now I've got batteries. Oh, there's apparently a manuscript page over there. That question mark means manuscript pages. And there's a radio.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know, just talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Thor Anderson, 2 of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler.
Yes!
Nice to have you guys here.
Sweet Barry!
Great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello! Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old?
This is great. This is ridiculous.
Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? They went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successul.
Ooh.
You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about it. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old God single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Is that my, like, way into the real world, is to find Reddish? I didn't find that in the first episode, don't worry, so we're good. Oh, there's a manuscript page in there. Okay, but I guess I should go do the thing I need to do. Oh, and that refills... Depending on... Right, cool. In we go.
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Oh, well, cool. Let's do this talking.
Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
I love
Call
that I can...
taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
I love that I
And
can
the
run
guy who
around
looks like you opened it. Because he
during
was hanging
these
around the oil
conversations.
field before.
He gets around, unfortunately.
Because I feel like games should let you do that. Like, the games that take away control from you to allow you to have a cinematic mode, I don't know. I'm not that interested in that. If someone's talking to you, let me run around and be ridiculous. Come on.
Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
Burn!
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only use it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe them.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent and herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. So, she gave me a manuscript page. And it is that one.
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
So what's interesting about this page that I like is that it's making the manuscript pages more active in terms of how they play their role in the game. Because in the first game, Alan Wake is just some bumbling idiot working out what's going on. Whereas now he's like some grizzled reality-changing hunter. And it's like, right, I need this Kasabian CD in order to make the satellite crash. It's ridiculous and stupid. This is where the game opens up. And you have to find those three items through rewriting
The
reality.
Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
That's that explaining that. And maybe they'll give you a tutorial tip for it, but on the map is where it gives you things to focus on, things to find, and the question marks, like that question mark there, because I'm pointing at it. It faded away with that. Yeah, that question mark that keeps fading in and out is a manuscript page, and I found 4 of those last time, so I'm just going to run through them now, and then we're going to be back on track. They're interesting, though. They are interesting.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Alan Wake is one of the only people who can change the world. This is gloriously stupid.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth. Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into two when they encounter strong light. It leaves the two halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
I like that it uses that little scratch sound effect. And then there was one more.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
This page I find interesting because it seems to imply that Alan Wake is back in the real world, and you just don't know the details of how he got there or what's going on, and you've like forced yourself into being weird amnesiac Alan Wake again, which is interesting. I like it. I like this Alan Wake who's like in charge of what's going on, knows about, you know, the dark place, and is like grizzled and experienced with all this ridiculous shit. There you go. There's a tooltip. Now let's go ahead and pick up these items, and then we'll call it an episode. And I will be fully caught up. I'm already fully caught up.
Wait. Whoa!
Sorry, this is a weird full start, but we had to show you the start of the game, and this way's better than no way. Okay. Oh, it's right. Yes, I forgot. I have an automatic machine gun. I don't think I like the automatic machine gun.
That's
Submachine gun.
down.
Even. I think I prefer a pistol, because of course I do. Because this game is like defined by this pistol. The way the shooting works is very precise. 10 for the Magnum. Okay. I'll come back when I have 10. I have 6 right now? Yeah, 6 must be. Right, so let's go get this. Whatever it is I'm looking for. Okay. Nope. Cool.
That's 2. Just 1 more to go.
Yeah, I should have kept the pistol with me. This is not a good weapon in the slightest. What's that? There you go. Head round here. Is it in there? Oh, no, it must be in there. Alright.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
Got you all. Alright.
That was just messed up.
Thanks, Alan. Yeah, it was. Okay, let's have a look at the CD. Is it a Kasabian CD? It must be a blank CD.
That's everything.
The man has found the
Tells
battery,
me I'm really
but it
gonna
is
need the extra
empty.
firepower.
It will need to be recharged.
Let's head there. This is good. Alright. And this is where we're going to call it. We're going to call it in this room. next time I'm going to go talk to Emma about the battery, and we're going to continue along our way and see what's up with Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Hopefully this Let's Play will have no more difficulties, but technical difficulties are no stranger to us at Normal Mapping. We're a cool website. You should visit our website. There's lots of stuff on there. Good writing, good podcasts. Definitely good podcasts. Listen to the podcast. The podcast is our main thing, and I'm going to promote it because I'm very, very proud of it. I did a lot of good work on it last year. Don't go back and listen to the first episode because it's fucking terrible. God, we were children. But we're good now. So, yeah. Have a good day, everyone. And next time, Alan Wake's journey through the night shall continue in America.